We put images on almost every device that we deliver to patients, sometimes whether they like it or not, and we have to refabricate because they don't, but we put images like stars and stripes or flowers. And the way we do it is, while we're studying that patient and their personality, we're getting a sense of what they would like. We don't offer it to them, because if we do, then they're picking this pattern against that pattern, and before you know it, nothing is good. So we just get an idea of what their interests are, and then use our imagination in the lab to give that patient an image that's appropriate for them. So if I have a military guy, you're going to put stars and stripes on there. I'll never forget, I had a lady in the city. She lost both limbs below the knee at the same time, which is very uncommon. And she was an elderly woman, and we had to deliver a pair of prosthetic devices to her with which she was going to go home with. And we put flowers all over them. And when she saw them, we didn't tell her, and when she saw them for the first time, she said, "Oh, que linda, wait till my grandchildren see this." So, again, I'm saying to myself, this stupid little idea with flowers, now she's going home, and instead of having to deal with the grandchildren about the fact that poor grandma lost her legs, they're all gazing into these things, looking at the flowers. So now grandma walks home with something to be proud of, rather than an issue that she has to deal with young children over. And I've heard many, many stories about this. People take their equipment off, the kids play in them because they're baseball bats and all kinds of images. So they like the Giants, and the kids use them as bats and balls. It's amazing what happens. And it actually started with children. We decided to do this for children because, of course, you're always looking to give kids a positive image. And a very good friend of mine from right here in New Jersey developed this concept of positive image, where you can have cartoon characters on your braces and stuff like that. And that's where it all started. And we found that the kids would return after that checkout 2 weeks after our initial delivery, and they would come back telling us about their friends who want these braces now, and they don't even need them. So instead of a Forrest Gump issue where the poor kid felt so bad with these bulky things, now that kid is showing off in school. So of course you're doing a much better thing for the kid's emotional well-being and positive self-image as he grows. And it's just bled into the adult market, because now the baby boomers want guitars, I have one guy who's my age and my weight, not the most attractive gentleman in the world, but a really interesting person. His biggest problem in life was he'd go to a lounge with his buddies and he can't meet the girls because they would look at him and say, "Oh, I'm not interested in this guy." Well, now they all come, they want to talk to him. He wears a pair of shorts, and they all want to talk about it. And he has some fun because now he starts making up all kinds of stories about how he lost it. So it becomes a chick magnet for some people as well.
If you like your